You are very right, my darling sister. That is why many ladies today, they still remain single. Many of them, they are up to the age of 42. They are still single. They are still living single. Many of them have kids aside marriage. Those who have ears, let them hear. You are welcome back to my channel, my amazing people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I greet you all according to your time. I remain your sister, your friend, Anointed Lady. If you are new to this channel, you are highly welcome. If you are returning subscribers, thank you very much for tuning in. And if you have been watching, you've not subscribed, please kindly hit that red button where they say subscribe and put on the notification bell, so you will be getting more updates from this channel. Those who have ear, let them hear. Ladies, come and listen to this. The ladies that always depend on men, come and listen. Let's watch this video below, guys. Some ladies, they don't want to work. They don't want to do anything. All they want is to depend on men. Oh yeah, make una sit down, they wait. Where e dey for Bible or where they write am for the word say ladies no dey help man? Where e dey? You want maybe say e dey bring, e go take care of your family, e go take care of everything that is about you, related to you, but you don't want to assist him. All right, now make una just say many ladies go old. Watch this video.
Good morning to everyone. Today is the 19th day of December 2020, and guess what? Today a great woman was born on this particular date so many years ago, and because today is my birthday, I was given a great message to give to each and every one of you, the single ladies, the single brothers, and our parents, and the general public are seated on this table. I want to shake slightly. So because today is my birthday, I will please appeal to each and every one of you. If you want to throw insult, you can still leave it for tomorrow. But if you cannot hold it, you still insist, because some people find joy or derive joy in insulting you, whether you're saying the good thing or the bad thing. If you still want to throw the insult, no problem, you can keep it coming. So what am I about to say today? God gave me a message to give to all of you. And this message is about our mindset and the way we reason. If you go all over social media and everywhere, everybody is throwing insult on women. They see women as liabilities. They see women as, without me, this woman will not survive. Women, I want to tell you this. You see that urgent 3K. Brother, give me urgent 1K. Urgent 5K should stop come 2021. We should stop. I want money. Give me this in relationship. Relationship should not be for profit and gains. You are in a relationship to understand each other. Relationship is a man and a woman coming together to form an alliance, to form a great union. It should not be for money. It should not be for any gain. Stop seeing your relationship, ladies. When you see a man, stop seeing him as a potential ATM machine. Stop seeing a man as a UBA bank, GTB bank, and Access Bank. Stop seeing a man as a Zenith bank. When you see a man, try to know who you want to live with. Understand him before you say you do to the man. Not when you see a man, you have already planned what you are going to ask him. You see a man today, tomorrow your house have expired. Your house rent have expired. You see a man today, tomorrow is your birthday. Do you know that most women have 6 birthdays in a year? Every year they celebrate their birthdays more than 6 times. They see Mr. Tabeas in January. Their birthday is in March. They see Brother Sebastian in July. Their birthday is in August. They see Brother Judas in December. Their birthday is in January. Why are they doing that? So that the man can give them money. Because when you tell a man that your birthday is this month, of course it's expected that he will give you a gift. That is poverty mentality. When you have that kind of mindset, they will definitely be seeing you as a liability, and they will not give you the respect that you deserve. Stop seeing relationship as where I go to make profit. Even in relationship, when you see a man, don't take the man to your house. The man start dashing your parents' money. Fathers, mothers, when your children come back home with a man and they tell you that this man loves them, don't collect anything from the man. Stop selling your conscience, men. When you see a woman, stop giving her gifts in relationship. Stop giving her gifts. When you give the woman gifts, what are you saying? You are bribing her conscience to accept you. What if she doesn't like you? What if she has a friend or a boyfriend because she sees that you will or Jakarta and she now agrees to stay with you? She don't know whether you are looking like a chimpanzee or a gorilla or a gorilla or a dog. She only knows that you are going to bring money. And once the money stops coming, what happens? Once the money stop flowing, what then happens? The woman is only seeing that thing that you are bringing out. The money. When the money stops coming, she retires back to who she is. What I am saying is we should stop selling our conscience in relationship. The only person that is entitled to take care of a woman is a husband in marriage. Husbands are to take care of their wives and not the other way around. Because in relationship, when you collect everything you see, you cannot easily know who is supposed to be your husband. You have 4 boyfriends and you want to collect money from all of them, the highest bidder. You look for the person that has the highest money. And what if that person is not the kind of person you will live with? You just say, oh, what will I do now? Let me just take it like that. But that doesn't mean that men should not take care of women. Stop seeing relationship as where I will go and I will draw money. I will get money. Most of you, when you even go to sleep in a man's house, you go to your boyfriend's house, and maybe you made love with the man or something, you'll be asking for money. I don't understand. Are you supposed to be a prostitute? Why are you exchanging money after sex and love making? Nobody is paying who in a relationship after love making. You are not a prostitute, sister. Even transport money. Men, stop giving women money now. A woman comes to your house and you say, hey, I'm going to give you transport money. What I am saying is, when we stop this kind of our mentality, it will give us room to choose the right person we want to live with. Stop making it look like, let me know if he can take care of me. Let me know if it's the type that can stay with a woman. I know some women will say, with this, you will not know whether the man is stingy or not. But there are other ways you can be able to ascertain if he can. But you don't even need whether he's stingy or not. Aren't you making money for yourself? Parents, you have to encourage your children to be independent. Our parents have failed us. Our parents prepare us for marriage. They prepare us for that man that is living outside the country. They prepare us for the man that is coming back in December, that he's going to pick a wife. Can't you prepare us to be presidents? Can't you prepare us to be senators? Can't you prepare us to be entrepreneurs, creative mind thinkers? Can't you prepare us to be movie producers? Can't you prepare us to be shoemakers? Can't you even prepare us to be tailors? Can't you prepare us to be hairdressers? Why preparing us to be baby-making machines and housewives? Why? Our parents even see the women like somebody that is going to alleviate poverty in the family. Once you are beautiful, oh, this our beautiful daughter is going to get married to a very rich man. Whether the man is good or not, our parents are selling their conscience. No wonder when these suitors come home, they will start giving them 10 bags of egusi in the list. When you see most lists, you will shout. What are you people doing with 10 bags of egusi? What are you doing with 30 crates of small stout and Heineken? What are you doing with 3 he-goats and 3 she-goats? Can't you tell your in-law that what is in the list is 5 tubers of yam, bring 1,000, bring 2 crates of mineral and share food, little food to the level they can. They will eat and go back and the man can take care of your daughter. Some of them, they will even buy machine for the in-law. Oh, you don't see a woman like a supermarket where they open supermarket for people to come and be feasting on. I don't understand. We should change our mentality on women. We have failed women. We only concentrate on men. In a family where there is 2 boys and 4 girls, or a boy and 5 girls, they will be talking about the man. They will be talking about the boy. Everything is about the boy. How they are going to train him in university, how the girls are going to be prepared for marriage. Don't you know that women these days are making changes? Maybe if a woman is the president of Nigeria, things could have changed. Maybe we could have done better in senators other than those people that are sitting down there wasting our resources. But because we are not prepared, we are only prepared to collect money from men. Men, stop bringing out Venza to propose to a woman. You want a relationship to last and you're already bringing out car. Proposing to a woman with a Venza. How can you propose to a woman with Venza and you expect her not to collect it? Don't you know that poverty is so much in the land that people no longer see road again? Where even if you're a chimpanzee or a baboon, they accept you the way you are. We should stop selling our conscience in the name of relationship. You cannot buy hair without a man. You cannot choose phone without a man. You can't comfortably eat without a man. Most of you ladies, without a man, you can't eat shawarma. You cannot eat nkwobi. You cannot drink pepper soup. You cannot even take yourself out, and everything must be a man. For what? And that is why the insult will continue. We must change the way we reason. Parents, you have failed us. You people have failed us. Stop preparing us for marriage. We are tired of that. If you don't want us to continue becoming liabilities to men, you also have to prepare us for good future. While you are preparing us to be wives, not housewives, good women in the society, also prepare us for maybe becoming a senator or becoming a president or even an entrepreneur. There are so many things a woman can do. That is why an average woman is always under pressure to make money. They go abroad, they carry cocaine, they do a lot of things, because when they come back home, burial is waiting for him. He's the one that will do the burial. He's going to do traditional marriage, and the list is more than 5 million naira. He's going to do the nonsense white wedding and so many other things involved. That is bullshit. That is bullshit. And the woman now sit down, and the man can easily talk to the woman anyhow. Don't you know that because of the choices because of the kind of men we choose in our relationship, that is why most of the women are suffering in marriages? Because we sold our conscience. We are only seeing money. We are only seeing money. We are not seeing any other thing. Women, if a man said he wants to give you money, do not accept. He wants to give you money for hair, say no. White women don't reason the way we reason. You can pluck flower and give a white woman, she will be so happy. Oh, thank you so much. You can just go and pack sand and give a white woman. She just wants you to love her. But in our own case, if you have not given us plate of nkwobi, you have not started. If you don't buy iPhone, you have not started. You are not a husband material. If you don't buy us designers clothes and designers chains and watch, you are not a husband material. And that is not good at all. It makes us too dependent on men, and it makes us liabilities. Women should be changing the narratives. We should be changing the system of this country. We should be changing the system in Africa. We should be changing the system all over the world. Encourage us to be entrepreneurs. Encourage us to be creative thinkers, and not just to sit down and be called a housewife. Our parents failed, and the mothers of this generation, please, I encourage us not to fail. Your girl child should be as important as the male child. There should be equal right between the male and the female. Not concentrating everything on the male. What if your daughter is supposed to be the change we are seeing in this country? And because she's not properly harnessed, before you know it, she has turned into a prostitute. And that is why you are seeing urgent 1K. I want urgent 3K. Just say hello to a woman. All her family problems start coming out. She will tell you that her mother is almost dying. Her mother is in the hospital. Her father has stroke. In the village, our house are finished now. We need to renovate. We need to build. We need to buy land. We need to do this. We need to do that. So if the man did not come, these things cannot be achieved. I don't like the mindset we have today, and we have to change it. If new iPhone come out now, they will tell you that the vagina of a woman will suffer for it. Because she has to sleep with so many men before she can comfortably use a good iPhone. Before she can comfortably wear good shoes. Please, I beg us all, the narratives should change. Women, we should start making change. We should stop depending on men. A man can only take care of you if he is your husband and you are the wife, and not in relationship. You can also contribute in relationship. It takes two to tango. When the man brings, you also bring. You should also have something you're bringing to the table. Most women borrow money, borrow their boyfriend's money, loan their boyfriend. I'm not saying you should go and borrow him money or loan him money. But what I'm saying is, while you are bringing your spiritual contribution, the man is bringing mental contribution, financial contribution, you bring up all these things so that two of you can work together. Not just what the man will give, what the man should give. If you give the man a recharge card, what will happen to you? If you buy a recharge card for the man, what will happen to you, sister? It should not always be what the man will give. It should also be what you as a woman will give. The moment we start having this mindset that we also have responsibility to contribute and to give, believe me, we will stop this being liabilities. Men will start seeing us as assets, because we are assets. We are assets in this generation. Please, our parents, You must start having paradigm shifts the way you see us. Stop arranging any abroad man for us. Stop arranging us. Why you arranging us for marriage? Also arrange us to be presidents and entrepreneurs. Please. That is the much I can say for now. Thank you all. I appreciate each and every one of you that has been sending me messages. Once again, it's my birthday and I'm very excited. Thank you for watching.